Jeffrey doesn't even do CrossFit. He hates all kinds of exercise. Why would I work out? Lifting weights stunts your growth. And besides, I don't want to be a massive steroid bodybuilder anyway. I don't want to get too big, I just want to get toned. Jeffrey stays skinny fat forever, and he gets pissed off when he sees you. You've been working out, progressing to the body transformation that you've always wanted. You've been putting in some effort, and that is an insult to anyone who makes excuses, just like Jeffrey. Jeffrey sees your 2-month body transformation picture. He leaves an insulting comment about your insecurity, and then goes onto your Instagram profile and follows a bunch of your female friends. And what do you think he does next? Such is the life of a guy who never started lifting weights. When I was younger, I was a dumbass. A grade A dumbass. I spent my time playing video games like RuneScape and Minecraft and League of Legends. My diet was literally like a fat American kid's. I was lonely. My best friends branched out. They got more popular and I was left by myself. I became reserved. I was eating worse food. I stopped playing out with friends. Everyone matured before me and they started getting girls and going to parties whilst I was still a kid. I didn't even hit puberty yet. Eventually my brother forced me to start lifting weights, and so I started lifting. I was watching videos from the YouTuber Scooby and Buff Dudes, John Skywalker, and of course Z's. I'd spent hours watching motivational body transformation videos. Eventually, 1 year into lifting, my confidence shot up. I started posting shirtless pictures on Instagram and Snapchat, and I made a whole new group of friends. I quit playing video games and started playing with women's hearts instead. I started going on dates with girls from college. I didn't do so well. I barely even kissed these girls, but it was progress. I started watching Mo Samuels and Joe Delaney. His old vlogs were legendary. By the time I was 20 years old, I think Wheat Waffles would have rated me as a semi-Chad Preet light. I think that's the most autistic thing I've ever said. Eventually I started making YouTube videos. And guess what? Guess which video of mine blew up and hit 1 million views, getting us to 100k subscribers over a month. A guide on building your aesthetic body. Lifting weights gave me this life. Adonis. Adonis doesn't squat the weight up. He presses the world down. He lives rent-free in the House of Iron, and he started at a young age. Whilst other boys stayed in the comfort of their homes, Adonis ventured out in search for a challenge, and he saw a group of old-school men moving heavy weights back and forth, back and forth. Adonis learns from them. He found his second mentor after his father, and he grew. Through thousands of workouts, he built the body of a Greek god, the Holy Grail, the aesthetic V-taper. I saw a guy who reminded me of what I probably would have looked like if I had never gotten into lifting weights and becoming more disciplined. No disrespect to that guy, but it really made me think of what life would have been like if I had never started lifting weights. So let's do a stoic negative visualization. Close your eyes, bitch. What if you had never gotten into aesthetics, into improving your confidence, lifting weights, into pursuing your body transformation? What type of man would you be? Even if you had all of the rest of your success, imagine what life would have been like. Imagine being wealthy but looking old and fragile, or weak and feeble like software developers. And that's assuming that you still reach the same level of success without the body transformation. I know for a fact that I wouldn't have achieved this much if it wasn't for the fact that I started lifting weights. The video that popped off and really grew this channel was a guide on how to build your dream body. Honestly, I probably wouldn't have started YouTube at all. Lifting gave me the understanding of routine and discipline. Without it, I would have struggled with every other habit like meditation. And this is exactly what will happen to you. If you found yourself struggling to get into some of the self-improvement habits, lifting weights will teach you about consistency and discipline, doing the hard work, especially when you don't feel like it. Because you can only get consistent in lifting weights if you go when you don't feel like it. Otherwise, you'll miss half your workouts. And the exact same is true with meditation and gratitude and reading. I wanted to make this video to remind you of the importance of lifting weights and specifically building your dream body. Something amazing happens to a man's personality when he becomes confident of how he looks. And I've linked my aesthetic body course for sale in the description. You can go to that link now. Mwah!